Happy Saturday, co-creators, and welcome to another edition of Teena Sessions, 365 inspirational quotes with me, your life coach, Teena Jones. How is everyone doing on this Saturday? I hope your day goes very well. I hope it's a lazy day if you want to be lazy. I hope it's busy for those that want to be busy. No matter how your day goes, I'm glad you chose to spend this moment with me on Teena Sessions. And we're going to do something a little different today. I consider Friday, Saturday, and Sunday gumbo days. And so, gumbo, for those of you that are new, or any topic, that we can discuss, where Monday through Thursday we have specific categories in which I tailor Teena Sessions for. So, Monday, usually we talk about health, and then Tuesday, career, Wednesday, family, love, relationships, Thursday, money. And so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is kind of up in the air. Wherever spirit guides me, that's what we're going to talk about. And so today, instead of a quote, starting out with a quote, we're going to do a poem. This is by Marianne Williamson. It's a very known poem that Nelson Mandela made popular in 1994 during his inaugural speech when he was selected president in South Africa. But it was Marianne Williamson is the author of this poem. It's a very powerful poem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the poem in its entirety. It's not very long. And then we're going to break it down, because once you get it and you absorb and you embrace the message that this poem has for you, it can shift, transform, and change your life. Okay, the name of it is Powerful Beyond Measure. Here we go. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small doesn't serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so small that others won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us all. It's not just in us, it's in everyone. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Oh God, that is I just love that poem. So beautiful. So let's start with the first stance of the poem. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Oftentimes we kind of label ourselves for our weaknesses before we do our strengths. It's like that I don't want to blow my own whistle kind of a thing. And so we tend to say, yeah, I'll procrastinate. We'll say that in a minute instead of saying, I'm a brilliant writer. I'm a wonderful cook. You know, I'm great at this. I'm great at that. Most people don't talk about what they're great at. They'll talk about their weaknesses before they talk about their strength. And that's what that first stance means. When she says our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure, we know who we are. If you've ever been in the zone of doing something you love and you are just on it for 1 minute, for 30 seconds, for 20 seconds, you are in the zone and you know you are good. That is what you want to capture moment to moment in your life. It's not supposed to be every now and again that you feel this synergy of God, of spirit, you see. And so because we have not been taught this way, many people, we're taught that, well, you don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable, so we shrink so that other people won't feel threatened by our presence. But each time you do that, you are shaving away, nicking away the God part of you. Because God is big. God is inside of you, He's inside of me. And if you only make reference to the physical you, the personality you, and never the God you, oh my God, you are stifling your growth. You're stifling your purpose. You've got to stop that right here and right now. If you identify yourself as your weaknesses, I want you to stop that. I want you to start identifying yourself as your strength. I know people that say, well, I'm just a person that's always late. I run late all the time. Or I'm a person I overeat. Or I always eat when I ain't hungry. I've heard people say that, Or like I said, I'm a procrastinator. People say that. I'm not a procrastinator, but people that are, they identify themselves as that. Whatever negative label that you have worn and that you have told people about, I want you to stop that. Because the reason why you do that is to deflect. It's to deflect people away from your light. That's not good. God is the light. Why do you want to deflect something that's so powerful and so beautiful and who you love? You see, you can't be ashamed of your God power. You can't be ashamed of it. You can't try to shun it and hide it. You've got to wear it proudly, whatever that gift is inside of you, you see. And so that's what that first stance is. The second is, it is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? So let's go back to that. It is our light, not our darkness. Our light is God. We're afraid of that light. Later on in Teena's sessions, I'm going to talk to you guys about this mystical experience that I had that changed my life forever. It happened December 15th, 2012. And I can't get it in today, but you talk about the light. You talk about peeking behind the veil to see and to feel what God feels. For 7 minutes, I had an opportunity to do that, to feel that, to know that. And when I tell you that it is real, it is real. So that light is what most people are afraid of. Your darkness, you're familiar with that because everyone has darkness. It has some, opposite of God in them, you see, in different portions. And it comes out in different ways. Anger, fear, worry thoughts, all of those are non-God thoughts, or non-God emotions, you see. So we're familiar with that, and we can have conversations about that. And we can label ourselves that, but it's our light. People are afraid of that. You are afraid of that light, of that powerful, beautiful being that lives and breathes inside of you. So it is your light. And that is what you've got to let shine through. How do you do it? Through meditation. That is the gateway. That's how you open yourself up to the light, you see. That's how you do it. And so that's the second. The third one is your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so small that others won't feel insecure around you. It's an unconscious, subconscious thing that we do that, Have you ever watched kids? Especially, I was that kid that was a ham. That's what I was called. And if you ever watch kids that are creative and they say, look at me, watch me. That was me. Because I wanted you to see that God in me. Kids are like that. They know. Before their parents and life douse it out of you. When you're young, you're free. And you know you're good. And you want to shine. And you want other people to see you shine. You see? And so, you draw and you paint and you get all dressed up. And you want to be a princess for girls, And you want to, we want other people to see you and to notice you and to acknowledge you. When you're young, you know these things. It's so essential. We come into the world this way. But life and our parents deprogram us to don't talk about that. Don't shine too bright. People may not like you. People may be uncomfortable if you're too successful, if you're too pretty, if you're too this, if you're too that. You see, you got to be somewhere like them. You see. But let me tell you something. Each time you do that, you are nicking and taking away from your God self. You are subtracting from your power, and you're giving power to something that is dark, you see. And so you've got to make up in your mind a little at a time, because I know many of you have been this way for many years. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years you have been living small and shrinking and cowering so that people won't feel insecure. And it's like, that is ludicrous, you see. And so it goes right into the next dance. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. That's what we are here to do, to get past all the blocks, to heal all the wounds that we have accumulated over the years so that we can shine. God shines. God doesn't cower, you see. We are his eyes, his arms, his hands, feet, his body. We are all parts of God. And so it's time to allow that part of us to have its platform, you see. It's time that you put away the personality part of yourself as the forerunner of your life, because it's not. It's a part of you, but so is God. And it's time that you allow that part of you to shine. And then I love this part. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. When I shine, I'm telling you, it's okay for you to shine. It's an unconscious thing. It's like you can do it too. I said I was going to put on my license plate. You can too. No matter what you see me with or whatever you think is deemed successful, you can have it too. If you see peace of mind on me, you can too. If you see a material thing that you want, you can too. There's nothing no one have that you cannot have, that you cannot possess, you see. That is what you do when you shine. You unconsciously give people permission that, hey, if they can do it, I can do it. Wow, I mean, I know where she comes from. I know what he's been through. And something inside of you, the God of you, kind of raised up, you see. And so people are watching you. And they want permission to shine. They want permission to live out that purpose. You see, you may be the only Bible people read. You see, have you ever thought about that? You may be the only spiritual entity someone comes in contact with. And we're all spiritual entities. Whether you want to call the name God, Buddha, Allah, universe, we're all spiritual beings having this human experience, you see. And so it's time that you live out this spiritual part of you. It's time that you allow that part of you to shine. And then lastly, as we are liberated from fear, our presence automatically liberate others. When you are free, we're all free. When you set your mind to what you want to accomplish and you begin to live from your God self, people take notice. Your kids take notice. And they see how to act in life. They see how to behave when adversity hit. There's an old saying, what would Jesus do? You know, when you have a situation, how would God act in the face of this? Good, bad, or indifferent. And that is what you're called to do. You can't cower anymore. You can't say, I didn't know, because now you know that you have power inside of you. You are powerful beyond measure. And it's time out for living small, for thinking small. You've got to set yourself free, and only you can do it. All right? And so we're going to do a guided meditation. I hope you guys enjoyed that wonderful poem. I loved it so much, and I hope you enjoy the commentary that was on it. If you have any questions at all, you can contact me at naturalborncoach@hotmail.com. Well, let's do a 1-minute meditation, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. If you're ready, I'm ready. Go ahead and close your eyes for a moment and take a nice deep breath while I set the music. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, and let go. Once again, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, and let go. With your eyes closed, I want you to know that it's time for you to shine. You are powerful beyond measure. As a matter of fact, I want you to say that I am powerful beyond measure. I am listening for guidance, for inner guidance, and I'm allowing God to order my steps. God is on my side, and everything is unfolding in such a beautiful, magical way. The universe is on my side. And so from this day forward, I have made up my mind that I'm going to shine my bright light. I'm going to walk with my head high. I'm going to walk with my back erect and my head up, because I know who I am. Thank you, I am, for this message of freedom, for allowing me to walk and be in the light. And so it is. Thank you all for a wonderful edition of Teena's Session and for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you all. Bye-bye.